Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From the main list, item number 1.
This affidavits have been filed by the petitioner as well.
Yes.
My lord, affidavits have been filed by the petitioner as well as the municipal board. My lord.
The situation does not appear to have improved at all.
My lord, a system.
Plus, there is the Badan time this weekend. There is going to be extra, so there has to be more effort right now.
My lord, the system which has been worked out now, my lord, that, my lord, I think it will yield some result, my lord.
Some system has been worked out?
My lord, some system has been worked out. We have given the names and the pickup points and the number of telephone, the mobile number.
Affidavits have been filed by both the petitioner and the municipality.
Municipal board.
Indicating some system having been put in place for the collection of waste in Jawai. Full stop. It is hoped that paragraph, it is hoped that the petitioners, the residents as opposed to the grievance of trucks not visiting certain localities or not being available at the appointed hours would have been taken care of. Paragraph further, comma, in view of the Badan Climb Festival later this week, both the municipality and the state administration have to make greater effort to keep Jawai clean and additional trucks may be assigned for a period of for the next week or so to ensure that the waste does not overflow on the streets or in the residences during such time. Full stop. The matter will appear 10 days hence. Just advise your clients.
Yes,
to see that this is where the footfall is going to be much more.
Correct.
And every day there is going to be a lot of waste.
Yes, sir.
Lot of waste.
I will
People should also be slightly more, diffident about how to dispose of waste. But please request the organizers to ensure that this message is sent out, that there are enough garbage vats or dustbins where people do it so that collection becomes easy.
Well,
otherwise, if everyone goes and starts throwing paper, there will be some because of the festivities, but very well.
no,
Item number 2.
May it please, Your Lordship.
What is the matter?
We filed a status report, Your Lordship, today.
Regarding the enforcement of load shedding.
The load shedding matter, Your Lordship.
Yes.
We have filed a status report, Your Lordship.
Have you got a copy?
I have received yesterday, today also they brought.
I think the situation is improved.
No, Lordship, as far now, they even admitted that the water level of the Uniam has been rising up, but they said still not sufficient. And as of today, Your Lordship, there is no change of load shedding. This is same 8 hours that continues, and 10 hours in the Tura, that same thing is going on, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, as and when there is heavy rainfall, the load shedding hours have been reduced on certain days, Your Lordship. And today there is going to be a meeting where
Now, where do you say that what is the total demand? Where is the total demand? Where is the total supply?
that was in the first affidavit, Your Lordship. The total demand is about
Where do we find it, madam?
In the first affidavit which we had filed,
Yes.
the shortfall is still 112 because we could only supply 53.
Let us understand the percentage.
Yes.
The total demand is how much?
Just a moment, Your Lordship.
One can understand shortfall of 153 if the total demand is 30,000.
The total demand is about 200, Your Lordship. 200, what is it? Mega units.
Average.
Mega units, and we have been able to, we were supplying 53 mega units, and shortfall was still about there. Now it has risen, Your Lordship, because of the heavy rainfalls, but we still haven't reached the optimum level where we can give a continuous supply of electricity.
Yes, but do you plan to do that?
We plan to do today, Your Lordship. There is a meeting being held where they are going to decide on the revised scheme of load shedding, Your Lordship, structure.
There are 2 points about it.
Yes,
First is that there is complete failure on the part of the state to provide power. The second thing is arbitrary fixation of load shedding. Certain areas have more hours, certain areas have less. Let us leave the second for the time being.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Let us address the first. You have 75% shortfall.
Yes, Your Lordship.
That is not acceptable. One can have 5%, 10% shortfall. 75% shortfall is not acceptable.
Your Lordship, we are trying to reduce that shortfall by buying energy from the market, from
Very well.
NTPC.
What was the position 5 weeks ago when the petition was filed, and how has it improved today?
It hasn't.
In the middle, where are the figures?
The figures, Your Lordship, we may be, some figures were given this time, Your Lordship.
What figures have been given?
Nothing is. Here we have not mentioned anything.
You got to tell us that at the peak period when there was rainfall, what was the demand, what was the supply, how has the demand and supply improved now, how have you augmented?
Your Lordship, in our previous affidavit, we have stated that we have been buying energy from the market, from NTPC, and the Ganol Hydel power project is also now, all the units are functioning, Your Lordship. So because of all that, Your Lordship, and the heavy rainfall, there is going to be a meeting, Your
The
Lordship.
status report has been filed by the state, the whole picture is not indicated therein. Paragraph. This PIL, public interest litigation, this petition was filed sometime in
March. In May, Your Lordship.
sometime in May this year, and before the monsoon or the pre-monsoon showers had set in. Full stop. Paragraph. It was the state's refrain at that time that because of the low pre-monsoon rains and the water level at Umiam having fallen, adequate generation of power was not possible. Full stop. The state had indicated that with the monsoon setting in and the water level at Umiam rising, much of the problem would have been taken care of. Full stop. It now appears that in an earlier affidavit used by the state, it was indicated that though the demand for power, where in Shillong, 200?
200, yes. In the state.
This entire state, not only for Shillong.
In the state, Your Lordship.
Demand for power in the state was about
200 MU.
megawatts.
It
They
is
rate in millions unit.
MU has been written, mega units, I
Have you
guess.
used MU or MU?
MU, mega units.
Mega units.
Was about 200 mega units per day. The production was,
88, Your Lordship.
then 153 shortfall, how do you get? You just said 153 was the shortfall,
No, 53 was the shortfall.
53 was the shortfall. Then 200 minus 88 is not 53.
No, Your Lordship, that is the figure we've got. I'm sorry, Your Lordship, I haven't calculated that part. But in para 6 of my affidavit, Your Lordship, it is stated here, there's an unprecedented gap in supply and demand of electricity in the state as present supply is only 88 MU as against the demand of about 200 MU, Your Lordship.
What do you say?
That was indicated that though the demand for power in the state was about 200 mega units per day, the production was.
The extent of supply, not the production, the extent of supply was 88 mega units per day. Full stop. In an affidavit filed, in an affidavit affirmed on behalf of the state on
29th
status
May.
report filed on behalf of the state on July 5, 2023, some figures have been given indicating the list of essential service providers which are exempt from load shedding, but the present demand and supply figures have not been indicated, nor has the state detailed the measures adopted to augment the supply of electricity. Paragraph. It is completely unacceptable that the quantum of deficit would be in excess of 50%. Full stop. It is possible that because of low rainfall or other problems, there is a shortfall for some period, and a shortfall which may be no more than 10% of the daily demand. Full stop. It seems that the shortfall here is more than 50 to 60% of the demand, and such a situation cannot be acceptable in this day and age. Where both business and domestic life almost come to a standstill without the availability of electricity. Full stop. Paragraph. The state will file a more comprehensive report indicating the larger picture across the state and providing details pertaining to every district. Full stop. The state will also indicate the measures taken to obtain additional power from the national grid and other sources that are available to reduce the shortfall. Full stop. Paragraph. On a more long-term basis, the state has to look at small capacity hydel or other forms of electricity generating projects, particularly since the state is endowed with heavy rainfall and enjoys a hilly terrain, where small projects may be put up at low cost to cater to the needs of the immediate locality. Full stop. Indeed, comma, a 10-year or a 20-year plan has to be made out, comma, taking into account the increased demand in future, comma, to ensure that adequate steps are taken either to generate electricity or to purchase or obtain supply thereof from other sources to ensure that, comma, ideally, comma, there is no gap between the demand and the supply. Full stop. Give it a date, 10 days hence. Madam, without electricity, life doesn't go on. Even cars have been reduced to electricity from fossil fuel. Without electricity, cars won't be charged.
Much blessed.
Yes.
We'll file a comprehensive report on the next date, Your Lordship.
Please, and take some interest in the matter. Madam, it's your state's future at stake.
Lordship.
Item number 3.
Yes, Mr. Khan, ready?
Yes. May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, madam.
I'm appealing for the respondent number 1. I humbly pray that this matter come after 2 weeks.
Why?
As Mr. Sdev is handling this matter as it's on sanction leave.
So, we can't adjourn the matter because your lawyer chooses to go on holiday. No.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Thank you.
I
Proceed
humbly
with the
pray
matter.
that
We will convict you.
we'll consider it this time, Your Lordship, and the next
We can take it up tomorrow if you want, but not.
after 1 week then, Your Lordship.
There is a small difficulty because I travel from Guwahati for this particular matter. So staying back today will be a little difficult, my lord.
I apologize, Your Lordship, but let this matter come after 1 week then, Lordship.
See what mess you create.
I apologize, Your Lordship. We have some personal difficulties, Your Lordship.
You have to overcome personal
I'm a
difficulties.
legal aid counsel in this particular matter, my lord. I'm a legal aid counsel in this particular matter.
Madam, you will be convicted. I've gone through the papers.
Lordship may
Putting you on
matter-
notice.
appellants
After
are-
he finishes,
I am
we'll
ready,
tell
my
you.
lord. I am absolutely ready, my lord.
After he finishes, we'll tell you why you're going to be convicted. Yes. Despite PW 18, 25 and 26, we will put all of them and the terrible investigation, probably deliberate, but still.
Lordship, PW 18, that issue can be cured. I got a Supreme Court judgment that is curable, Lordship.
That is?
That is curable. 1978 Supreme Court.
It is unfortunate that in the middle of apartheid matter, an adjournment is sought. Without any deference to the court or consideration for lawyers representing the other parties. Full stop. This culture must stop. Full stop. Paragraph. At the request of the first respondent, an adjournment for 10 days is granted. Full stop. It is made clear that when apartheid matters are fixed, comma, they will be taken up on the scheduled dates without affording any accommodation. Full stop. Give it a date, 10 days hence. See, she has come from Guwahati, she has lost her day. This is not a joke. that you spring up and you say adjournment and adjournment is granted. After all, this is a partnered matter. Matter has not started, one can consider. We also prepare.
Apologize, Your Lordship.
Yes.
From the minutes, item number 1.
What is the matter about?
My lord, this is a contempt petition, lordship. This is connected with item number 10, lordship, before this.
Item number?
Number 10, my lord.
There are 10 matters before the single bench.
This one.
Lordship.
All common matters.
No, lordship. But this is
2 to 9 are connected matters, my lord.
2 to 9, but 1 and 10 are connected, lordship.
Very well.
Lordship.
So we'll take it along with 10.
Lordship. Lordship, in pursuance of the last order passed by this honorable court, lordship.
In item number?
Item number 10, my lord.
10.
Lordship.
Item number 10 is contempt case number 13.
Lord, Shillong Recreation Ground Trust and others, lordship.
No, I don't know, but the case number is 13 of 23. Is it?
Lordship, is WPC 229 of 2021, my lord.
Oh, this is the contempt case?
Yes, lordship.
This is
Contempt
the main
case.
case?
Yes.
This is number 10. Main case is 229. Yes.
Lordship. Lordship, if I may read the last order, lordship. Lordship, your lordship had passed orders.
Take it with item number 10, we said.
Lordship.
That item number 10 we called on. We'll do 229.
Oh, lordship, I'm sorry, lordship. Sorry.
Yes.
Item number 2.
Lord, these connected matters.
What are these matters?
Lord, this is in relation to CMG University.
Yes, Supreme Court matter
It's
has
still
not-
pending.
Since the matter before the Supreme Court is, as noticed in earlier orders, is still pending, let this petition appear a further 3 months hence. Paragraph, the parties will have liberty to mention for an earlier listing immediately upon disposal of the Supreme Court case.
Item number 10.
This is that SRGT.
Yes,
lordship.
Yes. We had indicated on the last occasion to you, Mr. That this is not something that we will go into.
My lord, in this matter,
on show cause notice, no.
my lord, in this matter, my lord, I was praying for some accommodation, my lord, because I am led by Mr. D.K. Misra. He underwent a surgery, my lord, recent. Mr. D.K. Misra from Guwahati, my lord.
Okay.
He had to undergo surgery, my lord.
Very well. Since the writ petitioners seek an adjournment on the ground of counsel being indisposed, let the matter stand over for 3 weeks.
But may I prefer 2 weeks, my lord.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, my lord. 19th
weeks.
or 20th, my lord, any of those dates.
2 weeks. The connected contempt petition will also appear on the adjourned date.
My lord.
Much obliged, lordship.
Much.